All right, welcome back. We have just finished pressing our skateboard. So here's the kind of the rough press that we have. You see that it's got the curves of the skateboard so far, but it does not have obviously the round shape, and that's because we need to cut it out. But we want our cuts and stuff to be consistent on our skateboard. So what I've done is I've created a template for our skateboard, and this is our rough cut template. It even says rough cut template. Okay, our rough template. And what we're gonna do with this one is we're gonna put it on the board, okay? And we're gonna end up outlining it and using it, tracing it. But I wanted to go over a couple tools that you're gonna need. You're gonna need a hammer. You're gonna need one of these little screwdrivers, okay? Little tiny Phillips heads. I'm looking at the camera. Phillips head, okay? And I need a pencil. And then we're gonna take this, I'm gonna pause the video, and then the next thing you'll see is boom! We'll be in the wood shop area, and we will be we'll be cutting out the skateboard. So real quick, when you're placing your rough cut template on this, you wanna make sure that you're trying to get that rough cut kind of as much as possible centered on the board, set in there nicely. So you can even flip it around, see if it sets in there a little bit better one way or another. Because the closer you are to this curve right here, less gaps in there, the closer you are to the original design of it being in the center. So you don't want to be off in one direction. You wouldn't want to like do your rough cut over there because that's not really the right part of the curve on that side. So we want to be in the center of our board. Okay, so we're going to try to maintain it in the center of our board. All right, so I'm just going to look in there. I'm trying to make it as even as possible with my gaps on both sides. I know it's hard to see it from that point, but and then try to make sure that the center of my board is going down. The center of this board, the rough cut board, is going down the center of my pressed wood that's going to eventually be my skateboard. Okay. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my pencil and I'm going to outline this board. Okay. And again, this is the rough cut. Okay, so that's our rough cut right there. That I've just marked what our rough cut is. And then I have the holes in here for where we're gonna end up drilling holes, okay? So I'm just gonna take my hammer and my little screwdriver, and I know I should have a punch there, but I don't have one handy right now. So a screwdriver will do in a pinch, and we're not hitting it that hard. We're just tapping it, little tap, and we're just marking where we're going to end up drilling. Okay. Take them off here. We have a couple of things. We have our nice rough cut line there. And then we also, I don't know if you can see it, but we have our markings where we're going to end up drilling the holes for the trucks. We also need to drill the holes for when we actually mount it to our final cut template. So this is actually our final cut template. We'll run it through the router after the rough cut. But I'm going to show you that in another video. But right now, we are actually ready to take this over to the bandsaw, and then I'm going to show you how to use the bandsaw and rough cut and do the rough cut on this. So catch me in the next video. I'll see you in a minute.